What's up, world? Tuned in once again. South Arkansas, part 28. Shit. Got my nigga, Marcus Phil El Cognito. Stepped on all these years because I think he was like one of the hardest people ever to touch this mic, though. That people really don't, they don't pay attention like when they do they outside artists, outside the pound or something. Some people they be from the pound or they move away from the pound to pursue better careers. What's up, homie? Bring you on up here, man. Shit, what you got going? Shit, bring your camera on up, man. We're gonna see I'm trying to throw it there.
What's
What's up, homie?
cracking with?
What up?
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
Know what I'm saying? A-State legend, I was just trying to give him a little introduction about you and shit, man. Cause I was telling you like the one most anticipated artist that really was slept on, cause you know what I'm saying, like, the hardest people move away to the biggest platform sometime and then they forget that, you know what I'm saying, we be bred from the bread of the land of the pound, though, that people don't know. We go other places represent, you know what I'm saying, put down for our town and stuff. Man, I'm gonna get us some company in here, man. Tell the people who you is, introduce yourself, man, and let people know how you been along, how you got in this stuff, and what motivates you to start rapping from the beginning. I'm gonna get us some people in here, man.
All right. But y'all already know, man. It's your boy, man. It's Marcus. Marcus Stanley. A lot of y'all from back home know me that way. Phil Cognito. We just been at it for a while, man. Everybody. It's my guy, bro. I've been waiting to get on here with you.
Man, I've been chilling, man. I'm still trying to process, man. Trying to build it. You know me, man. Trying to stay out of trouble, basically. That's all it is, really. You feel me? What's up, man? How the family, man?
They good. You know what I'm saying? Raising these daughters. Shit. Matter of fact, my youngest is 17 tomorrow, bro. So, I'm getting up there in age, man.
That's what's up.
She's 17.
That's what's up, man. Shit, man. Shit, man, I ask you, man, what's your big influence, man? What's your thing? What can we find your platform? What can we find your music at first? That's what we wanna let people know first, because people don't really know that they've been sleeping on you, really. You know what I'm saying? To us, you A-State King in our area down in South Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas really was sleeping on you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. I mean, the music is all on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Just go Google Phil Cognito. That's FELCOGNITO. All platforms. I done put out my last album I put out was about a year and a half ago. A lot of things happened. We'll talk about it tonight. That kind of slowed me down on a lot of things, and I started doing other stuff. But all the music is on all platforms. YouTube, anywhere, bro. Anywhere.
That's what's up. Man, I'm gonna catch him up on you and stuff, cause like a lot of people don't know, but like he been we when we was little and stuff, we used to like battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LOC, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Stanley, shout out to Twin Towers over there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we had monsters back in the days, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of monsters back in the days. If you were saying you was picking up that pen and was trying to rap back in them days, like you say, Lope, me, you, Rod D, Shante Monte, shit, remember, what's his name, man, from South Douglas?
Lil Deuce. He was Deuce.
Man, it was a lot of talent floating around there back then, bro.
Yeah, man. one thing about it, man, we try to stay, you know what I'm saying, up on stuff and keep the game up. Like I was telling them, they really don't know you from, you know, you undid some major tracks for people like Twister and, you know what I'm saying, Trip Me Out and Juvenile and, you know what I'm saying, Keep the Sneak. You know what I'm saying? And I was tripping when I was hearing. I was like, man, when nigga doing like this, I ain't even know he was doing this shit. He told nobody in the pound this shit right here. Like he kept his game from the pound. You know what I'm saying? But explain your affiliation with the pound, man. You know, cause you've been around. You know, you growed up with us around the Hagenil days and stuff. You know of the affiliation and you know how what is the going and coming of? What do you want to see better in our hip hop in Arkansas? What you think should more change to the better around it? And on the outside looking in, what would be a good way that you can look at Arkansas from where your outside looking in standpoint by being a major hit in the game when we were little, you know? So what you think we need polishing up on the outside?
And this with Arkansas, and this goes as a whole, you know what I'm saying? The thing that I hear with these younger rappers is we get put into this category as old heads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna take us old heads to actually, you know what I'm saying, give those youngsters that guidance, you know what I'm saying? Because we do have the connects, we do have the resources, we do have those in routes that we've already been at for the last 20 years. But when you kind of have that disconnect from the youth, and there's a lot of talent out there. I'm not one of those old heads that think there ain't no talent, man. I bump a lot of these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? It's just they didn't have what we had. They didn't have those other people along above us putting knowledge, putting game, putting information in us to make that music sound something other than this music that you hear right now. You know what I'm saying? It's talent. It's just sound. Everybody sound like one big group right now. There's no individuality. But I've been looking at Arkansas. It's some boys coming up out of Arkansas right now, man. People like once again, my guy Rod D. I love what he do. He's a prime example of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? He still stay true to himself, but he reached back out to those youth. And that would be my suggestion. The older generation in from Arkansas or wherever, you know, get that game back to these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Show them what it takes to actually make a hit. You know, nowadays it's so easy to make a song. We was growing up, bro. It took us, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get in the studio, find some studio to get to. So by the time we got there, it was real square business. Now it's just so easy, so they could put music out so fast. And sometimes the quality ain't there because you're doing it so fast. You know what I mean? So, but that's where we come in. I see that as us from Arkansas. Reach back out to these youngsters. Go sit in the studio session with them. They tell them maybe you should record like this, you know? So that's all. Then they respect you as an OG, and you respect what they're doing as these YGs. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. What you think? I asked you another question relating to that one. Like what you saying? Like, what do you think about drill music? What's your aspect on drill music? Do you think is it cool for youngsters to be rapping about what they doing to the next person out there? What do you sit with black on black violence, black on black crime with it? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, here some people do it for the art, just like us as rappers. We know that gunplay like that, that's expression. We know what they doing. We know that's expression. That don't mean they could go shoot somebody. That mean expression. So sometimes the youth, they be misunderstood from that expression. You know what I'm saying? Just like on them videos, all them guns that be on videos, sometimes the older people, they don't be understanding. They'll be cap guns and stuff. You don't be real gun stuff. What person that go come to a set and let a bunch of youngsters tote around all them big old guns and they don't know them cap guns? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the youth that using that kind of game, they have to educate us because we don't know these days. And then when the beat escalate, the image that they put out here, that made us look crazy because we sitting up here, they say we brain food and this in their head, but they don't understand that we're not the one putting the gun to their head. You see what I'm saying? We just making entertainment music. You see what I'm saying? And what you think about that drill music? What kind of way do that sit around in your environment up there?
There's a time and place for everything. When we were, I like drill music. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say I don't play it. I mean, I just don't try to play it all the time. When we were younger, I mean, we had that same thing. It was just called gangster rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we had the NWAs, we had the Ghetto Boys, and if you just didn't understand their music and you just listened to it like my parents did when I was younger, it sounded like they were just shooting up everybody on something.
Yeah.
For real. So it's the same thing, but the difference is that what we had that they don't have now, we had Public Enemy. We had Poor Righteous Teachers. We had other stuff that when that got too intense, we can flip the coin and go somewhere else. It's just too much drill music right now.
Yeah. But
not saying I don't dislike it. I just don't like the quantity of it. There's no go to something else because I don't want to listen to this music. You know. Even with like the Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B's of the world, that's something new for me. I mean, the only one that was getting down like that back in the day was Lil' Kim. But even Lil' Kim was rapping. You know what I'm saying? That was still bars with Lil' Kim, and not just sexualized. So that's how I feel about drill music. I mean, drill music is supposed to be there. We just call it gangster rap, but there's nothing other than just drill music. And that's not the artist's fault. If that's what they're getting paid on and that's what they downloading, you know what I'm saying?
But do you think that's like cool sometime for the youth to be promoting they cases in their goddamn music? See, we didn't do that kind of shit. See, and then we talk in metaphors because, like I say, the bigger the vocabulary, the bigger understanding that you can have, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes these youngsters, they don't know how to talk with a bigger vocabulary. They don't know how to talk with antonyms and synonyms and stuff. They didn't.
But that goes right back to what I was saying earlier. As us being OGs, we gotta go to these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Not only do they not respect us in the music, and that's the thing that they actually get a lot of their information from. So if they're not respecting us in their music, they definitely not trying to hear me talk to them about put the guns down if I haven't gave them something other to listen to or think about. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time, man, I came in my house at my grandmother, man. I'm high him, me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hi, mother. And my uncle, he tried to sit me down and try to tell me I don't need to be smoking weed. After he had a whole bottle of Crown Royal on the table that he just polished. We got to get ourselves right.
Yeah.
Before we try to get some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold ourselves for accountability because they looking at that, bro. If we ain't giving them nothing other than some encouraging words and nothing else that they can look on to that's tangible and hold on to, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna do. And it's been set up like that systematically. It ain't just rap. It's way bigger than rap. You know what I mean? Just rappers, because we are in the industry and we realize that, we can't influence the mind of these youngsters.
Yeah.
You got to get back in there, Hell no, I don't agree with what they be saying, but it take an OG, or not even a rapper. It take your uncle to say, little nigga, why you in here putting, you incriminate yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not even rap. That's just bigger than it,
Yeah. But like on the budget level, sometimes, some people don't understand the rap culture sometimes, like what goes with it, like the chains, you know what I'm saying? The image that goes with rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people be wondering, like, why would you go spend all that money on a chain and you ain't got no house? Or why would you go buy them big old rims and, you know what I'm saying, you don't got this? And like, what is the older culture teaching us, the youngsters, on saying it's okay to go blow your money or it's okay to go buy some land? Which one do you think that it's hard to generate sometime? Basically what you is, because it's like in the South, we still trying to, we still playing get back, but it's like, ever since everything went digital, it's hard to get a lot of streaming that counts. You see what I'm saying? Because now it's bigger. You see what I'm saying? But when it was distribution, it was different. You see what I'm saying? Now it's streaming, and we don't get that much love that we'll get like up north or anywhere, because they're not going by really paying by the stream. That's why a lot of people taking their stuff off platforms. And, you know, what do you think about, do you think the internet salted the game down a lot? Can you tell?
Yeah. The internet made it to where it was too easy for you to make a song. And it's not just rappers. I mean, just look at anything, man. Back in the days, you had Earth, Wind, and Fire. It was 30 dudes that you had to get in there and make that music popular. You know what I'm saying? You know, now you can get in there with your homeboy and just a drum machine, and you got a whole album done in a week. So, yeah. The internet, it's a blessing and a curse. Don't get me wrong. It is a blessing and a curse. Everything changed, you know. If that was the case, we'll still be recording on 8-track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure them people that was recording on 8-track was like, look at these dudes getting in here on 8-dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So technology changes, but it's just, you still can have quality music and quality things with the technology that's set forth. The internet is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Look what we're doing right now. Where we at?
On the internet. Hey, blessing the curse, you feel me? Making the world do what it do, you feel me? But hey, another, I'm gonna go with another question with that, okay? You said that, like, on the music level, like, what do you think, like, okay, let's say, do you think that mixtape beats, how do it help you in a way, and how do it hurt you career-wise? Mixtape beats.
Mixtape beats do one thing. There's nothing wrong with perfecting your craft, and that's what mixtape beats for me. I do with mixtape beats. I can get in and get 30 beats, and they just mixtape beats. You know what I'm saying? Somebody made them 20 minutes, so it's just mixtape beats. So it allows me to get my pen game right. So when I go do spend 3,000, 3,500 for a banger, I've already practiced myself, so that money that I just spent, you know what I'm saying, there's time that I can actually say that I did, and that's what mixtape beats do. They allow you to get all that extra stuff off your chest that you can just rap. But when it's time to get serious and have a banger, you know, you can get bangers off mixtape beats. But for the most part, them album, you know what I'm saying, we call them album fillers. But the album fillers are necessary, you know what I'm saying, because they allow you to, you know, keep your pen moving. As long as the pen and the ink hitting that paper, or how you writing, you know what I mean? It's a good. I love mixtape beats. Yeah,
cause you know, do you think they overcharge you after you get a hit?
Yep. That's anything though. That's anything. You know, as soon as you get a hit, they're gonna be like, oh, he got it, he can afford it. You know, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you know you done made it. You know what I'm saying? Real. Oh, you used to charge me $50. $300. Now you gotta charge me $30,000. Okay, yeah. So you know you own, you know. But most cases, if you don't build up a catalog with somebody like that, you know, hopefully they walking in with you, and that's a package deal in a way. You know, I gotta at least have 3 songs from this dude, and if you got a deal, you ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Your deal paying for them beats. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming directly out of your pocket. You know, so and that's how the world should go on. And you bring people up with shooters. You done gave me my catalog of music for the last 5 years, you know, and I finally get on. I'm not just gonna walk away from you, you know what I'm saying? You made me who I am for these record execs to come listen to me. So definitely I'm bringing you through the door with me, you know what I mean? Yeah. And if you want $30,000 a track now, let's go get it. Universal, pay this dude this $30,000 a beat. You know what I'm saying? Chris, the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm a main thing, man. Like who's like who young artists that you more into in Arkansas? What young artists around? What styles of music that relatable your way?
I mean, we up here. I mean, I'm more down south. What's that cat that just signed the QC? Can't think his name. Arkansas. Anyway, trying to blame me. But the artists that I like some of the youngsters that I just bumped, you know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan of a lot of some of the Atlanta rappers. Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I like Kodak Black, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm all over the place, man. I mean, I'm still kind of old school though. I mean, I just don't, listen to a lot of. I don't know the artists themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like personally, like the names of the artists. You know what I mean? But yeah, I listen to all this stuff, man.
Yeah, man, dude. That's another thing. Like a platform for people that do leave Arkansas though, and try to go somewhere else to get on another platform. You know, like when you're not from there and you trying to build through somebody else's base or something, like you're trying to get your music on there, and you have to start over basically to get a part
Right.
of the community or get a part of the city wherever you're going to try to get your music on. And like you can have a big. Do you think like your fan base change? Like just say if you leave a city and you trying to get on in another city, do you think your fan base still rock with you as city to city you go, or do you have to always know you have to get home first to know you can go anywhere? What's that take on how you have to grasp home first?
If you can't how can I say this? If you cannot have a fan base in your hometown, it may be, and that's where you grew up at in your grassroots. It might be kind of hard for you to go somewhere else. But then, having said that, sometimes in your hometown, people know you, and they take that a bad way. You know what I'm saying? And you may be trying to get out in a way and just start a whole new identity. But if you can't make a name for yourself in your home base, it's gonna be hard for you to go outside of that. You need your home base, and it was just so happened like people like myself. I'm Arkansas, as you see, Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of both. So I was able to, and then the California connect.
Yeah.
I was blessed to have 3 home fronts. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas gave me my roots, you know what I'm saying? Minnesota is where I started doing this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? And I made a cool name for myself up here. California, that's the big shit, that was the other stuff that took place and allowed me to know that we can make some money off of it. But Minnesota, yeah, I mean, you have to have a stand if you can't make a name where you sleep at, it's gonna be hard, bro.
That's what's up. Fam, I'm gonna chop it here for you. You can answer, you don't gotta answer. But I'm gonna go through well, what's up with Andre and Dexter? They good?
Yeah, they out there in Cali still. Yep, they still good.
Yeah, man, cause a big one with that is, what's up with shout out to Jim Burrell. I still be chopping up with him sometime, and shout out to Benito Glosser. Man, through
Yeah.
our days are coming. Who would you say, even though I know Burrell and Hammer were cousin type shit, you know what I'm saying? Would you say who would make more moves? Burrell or Benito? Which one would make more moves? You feel me? Cause anybody can put. Hey, I want a good question. People want to know these questions. Which one making moves? Which was either stunned in front and away from town? Cause anybody can know that. Yeah. Hey, answer my question, man. I got another one too for you. I got another one too.
Just cause I was out there, you know what I'm saying? Hands down, Jimmy, man.
That's what's
Come on,
up.
man,
That's what's
stop
up.
playing. I mean, the thing about Jimmy that I love about Jimmy, that I love about Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy had this puffy, and no disrespect when I say this. He had a puffy mentality about himself. Jimmy, that was Hammer's cousin, you know what I'm saying? So that's how the whole thing transpired. There wouldn't be no Dex and Dre, Benito, none of that without Jimmy being related to Hammer, you know what I'm saying? And having that vision to put out that MC Burrell song and go to Gremlin and start all of this, you know, to be a background dancer.
Yeah.
Everything fell off, you know what I'm saying? So when I finally went out there, you know what I'm saying, it was the Death Row days, you know what I'm saying? So Hammer went to Death Row, he had people with him. He only took his bodyguard, Wee Wee.
Yeah.
He took Jimmy and Dex and Drake. Those are the only 3 people, or the 4 people that went to Death Row with Ham that he took from all of that Pumps in the Bump and It's All Good and all that era. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot for them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Especially Jimmy. I mean, hands down, I love that dude, man. That's no, he got a special place in my heart. None of this would have got kicked off if it wasn't for Jimmy, man. I give him his utmost on that one, bro. Hands down. There would be no wild and without Jimmy.
See, that's why I was telling we were that close to the game. Like I said, man, Hammer would come in and all that was going on. We were little and stuff. And he was the #1 person in the world, and we were kids at the time, and it was amazing to see the #1 person in the world right there in front of us. And see, when y'all left, I'm gonna ask you another question too, man. We gonna chop right back down through there, okay? You know, Andre and Dexter been a bad duo for life and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's still hot. You understand? A lot. Sometimes be thinking about, you know, through Dre street cred. Sometime on through you know, cause Dexter always been spiritual with his game, so I can't knock that part. But Dre street cred sometime, and you know, we know him as we know him, but sometimes the out of sync, the out of date, the out of sync some of their lyrics sometime on who they thought were doing what, and time and past that. You see what I'm coming from? And sometimes them people that they was respecting on the street ain't that streets. You see what I'm saying? It's like, or that streets was snitch streets. You see what I'm saying? And so the point of view of, I used to try to bring to the light, because when I went out there, Dre showed me mad love. You know, Dex came to Nutso, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we did some studio stuff.
Nutso, let people know. That's Keisha Cole, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's a lot of connections out here, B.
Yeah. And more love is
what Dex and Drake, and this is just me. I can talk about it. Those are my cousins. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? We keep
okay, let me go before I get started. So I want you to get all that for me, because it's like some people say you leave home and you want to have bigger intentions of being this and that, or want somebody left like when you left you was a star. You see where I'm coming from? Now you don't want to show back up because you're not a star no more. You feel what I'm saying? You're a regular person like me. See, sometimes like that, but see, to me, they real niggas. Regardless if they there or not, they still my niggas. You see what I'm saying? And some people look at they people career sometime and think their career is supposed to be sitting what they remember them. And sometimes like life take for a turn. And you just got to still be yourself and come home and don't know that you'll get way more love at home than you will some strange tip shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just something I do. But, man, go through that, man, and let them know that era where that was, because that was our era of the Beast game. And we never know what happened to the Beast of what was going on, because you was a part of that era. That's why I wanted you to explain all that before I let you start talking. And you can take it now, man. Real talk.
All right. All right. The thing about Dex and Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, those are my blood cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We play football on the farm. Those are my blood cousins. I was honored that I was the one that was plucked out of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To kind of see this opportunity with them. Dex and Drake, you know, Dex and Drake, like you said, the best dynamic duo, best rappers. They were before Outkast. They were Outkast. They Andre and Big Boy. I don't care how you want to put them. They were that dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Dre was Wayne before Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Dre, his lyrics were just so advanced. You know what I'm saying? And by them, I used to say it all the time, you know, I think they went back to Arkansas too late, but they were just caught up into the California lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So the people that they talked about, you know what I'm saying, was just people that they well, that they knew back then were doing things, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of kept their ear to the street. And for whatever reason, you know, they said certain things. But far as just them not coming back, I think they were a little kind of embarrassed how the thing kind of just transpired, you know. They were there till the wheels fell off. You know what I'm saying? And it fell off on them. You know what I'm saying? Very, very hard, you know. So I think it was a little bit, and I'm not, you know, quoting nobody when I say this. I'm just looking at it from how I'm looking at it. I think they were a little embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? To come back and go from where they were at to where it kind of ended up at in their eyes.
Yeah.
And then after life happened, you know what I'm saying? You look up and like, well, shit, I gotta pay rent. I got 4 kids. All that shit don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying no bills. Yeah, I still get a bill my check from time to time from an MC Hammer song being played on a video game or something, but it wasn't that, you know. And honestly, I really think that they were slightly embarrassed. You know what I mean? Jimmy had more of a business mind. Jimmy mind was more on business. You know, Dex and Dre was just on this. You know what I'm saying? Just writing. That's how they shit. They wrote Hammer album. They wrote Deion Sanders album. You know what I'm saying? And they had a pen game that was out of this world. But by them just focusing on this pen and not focusing on that backside is where they slightly got in trouble.
That's
And it had nothing, you know, other than nothing with Arkansas or scared to come back, or it was more so slightly embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Slightly embarrassed.
You never know. They could be on top, just find another spot. That's one thing I can say. Even though I don't know how bad it got with Cognito after he came back home, try to made him away, even though he a bullshit ass way. But it's the point of, you know, he still came back home and his love around was still flowing through what he was a long time ago. But, you know, that front time, you know, just get $1 out of motherfuckers sometime. But like I say, that deed of like I say, man, the business part of that though, because I was just trying to figure that out, you know, like why they wasn't trying to learn the business part. They put all that faith in another person's hands to teach the business. That's one thing I salute about you too, man, because you took off in the business world of that. You wasn't just a person that could have put your name on the dotted line of some bullshit. You feel me?
Everything happened for a reason. Because of, you know, we just gonna talk business. You know what I'm saying? Dex and Dre wrote that album for MC Hammer, and where they messed up at was on the publishing side. You know what I'm saying? They sold 90% of their publishing. You know what I'm saying, to him, but they got $120,000 up front. You know what I'm saying? For real, back then. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of. So especially when you got Hammer coming at them was like, okay, I'll give y'all $120,000 right now to write my album. Spice One want to write it now for 10.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you just like, shit, Spice One, you get to get the gangster, and you gonna give me 120. But on the backside, they didn't handle that business on that publishing, and that's where they kind of fucked themselves. You know, but shit, if I was in their shoes, coming from a farm, a small town in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker like MC Hammer at the time throwing $120,000 at me, I'm about to take it.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to take it. Yeah. You know? And so that's why, you know what I'm saying? And then everything just started happening so quickly. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a 10-year period. This was like over a course of 3 years that these boys was just these boys, not men. Yeah. They were on like that at like 18, 19 years old before Tupac.
Yeah.
Before all of that, you know what I'm saying? So they weren't ready, you know what I'm saying? And it took them to go through that to make me be like, okay, I'm never going to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be the sacrificial lamb, you know what I'm saying? And it showed me something because it showed me what not to do. And it showed me that you can make a lot of money. I mean, shit, I know Ham. When Ham came up here and did his show, I'm backstage with him, you know what I'm saying? So it showed me something. It's like, yeah, bro, you can get out here. Just make sure your business is in order for you to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Dexter Dre had to go through that in order for me to be who I am today.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
And that's not being selfish, but, you know, it is like that. Jesus had to be crucified in order for you to be like, you know what? I gotta, sometimes somebody has to get on that cross, and it just so happened to be Dexter Drake.
Yeah, man. Yeah, one more, man. Tell me about the barbecue business, man, because I heard you. I ain't none of your shit yet. I'm waiting till you come home and see what you can do, you know what I'm saying? But tell them about the barbecue business and how long you've been having it rocking and what it took for you to be a black successful businessman now. Tell them about that side too. I don't want to leave that out now. I don't want to leave that out.
If you thought Phil Cognito was a raw ass rapper, the barbecue is something totally different. something totally different. The food is crazy, bro. When COVID kind of, okay, I'm just gonna, I lost my wife. May she rest in peace. Coming up on. Thank you. So that was one thing that made me be like, okay, I gotta, for one, get this second income coming back. You know what I'm saying? So, and then COVID happened. I mean, it was pretty much a year. Bam, I lost my wife, then COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got to do something. I've always cooked. I've always been a cook. Then I had my smoker built. You know what I'm saying? I call it Big Bertha. You know what I'm saying? So me and Big Bertha be out there blowing smoke for real.
Yeah.
So the first time I rolled Stanley Smokehouse out, bro. No lie. I did 100 plates at $30 a pop.
Yeah.
No lie, 30 plates. And what it was, you know what I'm saying? I started looking at it. It's like, okay, I'm putting this music out. And if I put an album out, I'm gonna put like what $5,000-$10,000 into an album, to get it all ready, studio time, beats or whatnot. And I'm like, you only gonna buy one CD.
Yeah.
$20. You're only gonna buy one CD in a year. I'm only gonna put out one CD. You know what I'm saying? I sell plates or food or whatever every week. You come and spending that $20. It's like I done sold you 10 albums already.
Yeah.
The game just blew my mind. I was just like, okay. From a business standpoint, I was like, it make way more sense. I go buy 30 slabs of ribs. Them 30 slabs of ribs are sold.
Yeah.
Right away, I know. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Junebug, you remember Junebug?
Yeah.
Over one day, and I went and bought a whole bunch of slabs of ribs, and he came in, he's shaking his head. He's like, damn, bro, I feel so bad. And he said, he looked back at me, and you had like a twinkle in your eye. I'm like, bro, that's money right there, bro. They all gone,
Yeah.
But Smokehouse, LLC, I got it all set up. I'm just trying to get everything to where I can get a brick and mortar. In Minnesota, as you know, the one thing we deal with is snow.
Yeah.
So you gotta take that into consideration. So like food trucks, it's gonna shut down or whatnot. But my thing is trying to get to this brick and mortar, and actually put Stanley Smokehouse like on a whole nother level, bro. But the food is amazing. Matter of fact, I got 18 slabs. So this weekend, so it's just running, bro. And I love it. I love it.
That's what's up, man. We ain't got no.
My cousin Vic, my cousin Vic, he be trying to talk crazy, talk about his ribs, but like I told him, it's like, bro, I don't know, man. I got some pitmaster type ribs going on right now. These Blue River ribs up here, bitch.
Hey, I thought about throwing a barbecue. Who got the best rib bash type stuff. Just some good to do for the summertime since we ain't been all around since the COVID and stuff. Just to get somebody to see who can cook the best type stuff. I think a lot of people be interested in that. Just a little taste of something, man. You feel me? I'm gonna get with you one more on that right there, though, man. But man, what's to look forward to, man? Tell me something to look forward to, man. How can we hit your email, man? So get some beats or something to you, man, and collaborate with you. How can people collaborate with you through your email?
If you want to send me some beats, if you need to get me on some, my email address is stanfam2014@gmail.com. That's STANFAM2014@gmail.com. Send me beats, whatever, man. I'm always willing to work. Like I said, I had kind of kicked back a little bit off the music and just started kind of focusing on the Smokehouse for a minute. But they always get me in the studio. I was just in the studio a couple days ago, recorded 2 songs. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about dropping 2 singles here soon. They're just sitting up. I mean, I got bangers, bro. It's just I started looking at the business side. My homeboy, he was like that. He was like, bro, once you start looking at the business side of it, recording music is kind of difficult because you're looking at it as not making no money. You know what I'm saying? You know, so and when the music became a business and not fun anymore, you know what I'm saying, I had to kind of exclude myself from it, do some other stuff, and make music fun for me again. You know, so just recently I just started recording. So, but if you try to get me on anything, man, I'm still that monster, bro. I'm still that
already
monster.
know.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna see something. You're gonna be like, oh man,
Yeah, yeah.
released it, banger. Got bangers, bro. Like I say, I keep up with the youngsters, so my style, it carries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the beat solid, bro. Ain't none of that old school sound of me. You know, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna even realize you listen to a 46-year-old rapper with all these gray hairs in his face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I already
I
know
still
you're
get
still a
it.
beast. You know what I'm
I'm a beast,
saying?
bro.
Do you ever get in touch with Loke? You ever keep up with LOC? You know, he still
Yeah, man. Yeah,
will he still rap? Will he still come out? Or just all
man, I
fun?
don't know, man. You know, Loke always been like he was like a hermit. You know what I'm saying? He was that dude that he just poked his head out every now and again. And when he came out, he was like, "Oh my God, I need more of this." He said he still be rapping. I talked to Loke a couple months ago. You know, he down there in Texas. Yeah, Loke. He say he still be rapping. Man, that dude, Loke.
Yeah.
Loke was like Dre. Only thing about Loke, he didn't have the catalog like Dre. Dre had 1,000 songs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But far as a nigga that I love like rapping with, me and Loke used to walk through El Dorado like
Yeah.
we had people pulling up on us, man. I remember that time Steve Murphy pulled up on us, and y'all need to be rapping. Like me and Loke, like, man, you just pull way up from South Douglas to rap against us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful, man. I love it. I wouldn't be me if all that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And they think, we growed out of it, but like what would you I'm gonna give you two more questions and let you get up out of here, but another question. What do you think about the studs and the transgender with music and sports? Give me your take.
Okay, it's two different things. With music, there is nothing that gives you a physical advance or a physical advantage. You know what I'm saying? With music, we all can get in here and write. We can all spit bars. You know what I'm saying? The Brat would out rap a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? No lie. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with her being a female or agreeing to be or identifying whatever. It was just her talent. So that is something separate, you know what I'm saying, to me. Young M.A., she rap. She's in the top echelon of rappers, had nothing to do with her sexual preference. But now when you bring that to sports, yeah, it's totally different. Me personally, an average man, there's no average woman that can whoop my ass. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? As an average man, there's no woman that can beat me average in basketball.
Yeah.
If we same skill set, because my body's bigger, I got more muscle mass. So I don't agree with that happening in sports. There's no way that you can come from being 800, ranking 400, 800 in men's swimming, and then that takes place, and now you're number one in women's swimming.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. It's a clear-cut advantage. Has nothing to do with your sexual orientation or anything. It's just a physical thing that shouldn't be, That's why you don't have UFC fighters. You have weight restrictions. You know what I'm saying? You can't be up here fighting somebody 150 pounds and you 212. Mike Tyson would beat the brakes off Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a clear disadvantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not something I agree with at all. Teach his own. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
One more question. Who you will get? Biggie, Pop? Who do you feel was the hardest?
People gonna be mad at me for this, man. People gonna be mad at me. Okay, as a rapper, as what I knew it took to create a song, uh, talent, pen wise, Biggie was a better writer than Pop. You know what I'm saying? As far as just Armed and Dangerous, if you even just look at the songs that he did with Bone and Pac did with Bone, you know what I'm saying? Biggie's verse was he tried to keep up with Bone.
Yeah.
Pac is so feeling. Pac can say something so simple and it had a lot of feeling in it. You know what I'm saying? So these are two different artists. You can't compare these two artists. That's like comparing Shaq and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You can't say Kobe and Michael's too close. Biggie and Pop were not that close. They were more like Shaq and Michael. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't close, but as far as his hands down pen game, Pop Biggie was toe Pop up. Hands down, pen game.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How to look at it? If you just had two pieces of paper and you didn't know who wrote these lyrics and you was just reading them, you're gonna be like, damn, this you're gonna pick Biggie lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't gonna understand how Pac just said this simple shit so eloquently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the passion in Pac voice that sold it.
Yeah.
Pac wasn't a lyricist. Pac was a motivational speaker that had bars, but he wasn't a lyricist. Lyricist like Biggie. Biggie was a lyricist, bro.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well, another question. We'll go to the South with that. What do you think about the Mo3 beef? The Mo3 killing?
That shouldn't have happened. It was that was a unnecessary. But I don't know what you had going on in your personal life, Mo3. That was just a tragedy, bro. That was a talent that I was like, this dude about to go. You know what I'm saying? This boy ape shit. And for that to take place and how it took place, and it was just a work killing to me, man. That was unnecessary.
What about the dog killing?
Once again, when you start playing with certain things, you know what I'm saying? Even Mo3, and it come with if this is what you are uplifting, if this is what you're talking about, if this is what you always have on your agenda when you put music out, it wasn't surprising. You know what I'm saying? Once again, when they start hitting preachers, and they start hitting, then that's when it's starting to get like different. But you cannot portray this image in all of your music, majority of your music, and then when it comes to you, same thing with Dolph. No disrespect to Dolph, but you got some 100 shots, and so you glorifying this lifestyle, So either two things gonna happen. Either people gonna be too scared to do something to you, or they too scared and they gonna make sure they do something to you because they scared.
Yeah.
So I just don't get into that, So even if you go listen to my music now, it's all about love. I even this right here, that's my album cover, Theory of Evolution. It's all about love, man. I don't want to try to glorify death anymore. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it, but ain't no sense of glorifying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was sad, but it was just like, man, you glorified this whole thing in all your raps,
Yeah.
And when it comes to
basically like the feeding the seed, and you know what I'm saying, and bringing the seed to the future. But like that's another thing, man. We'll go with the what do you think about Louisiana music? Do you in the jig music? You know about jigger music? Do you listen to any of that? Big Papa? Any of you don't listen to them?
Yeah, I like that kind of. Some of it's cool. I'm all over. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm not so caught up into like the name or the artist. But I listen to some of that. Yeah. Even I just did this commercial for Stanley Smokehouse, and it's kind of like that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's going down, man. We having fun. I just had a song put on. What was that? What was it? And we got songs on video games. That's what I'm trying to do next. We had one on Jersey Shore. So my thing with this music, man, I just want to have fun and just release songs. I don't want to put out projects no more. I just want to just release music. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet. We don't have to sit up and work on an album for 6 months and then put it out and it fall on deaf ears. You can just release singles every damn day if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to, you know, work on the project. So that's the good thing about the internet, you know, and that's what I'm on right now. So it's gonna be y'all about to see a whole bunch of singles get dropped by Cognito. So stay tuned. I got some bangers. I was just going through some personal stuff, mentally get myself back right. You know what I'm saying? Back to myself. It took a while for me to get back to myself. I mean, I'm dealing with what I was going through, try to get back on track. You know, it was just kind of boring to me, bro. It has got too kind of overwhelming. But now I'm back. I'm back cracking jokes, all this shit.
But man, you can reach out anytime, man. Use platform, man. I built this, you know what I'm saying, nothing to something, just something for us to do, man. I'm surprised I didn't catch a quarantine style. I was trying to learn a little bit still. But man, it's all love, man. You got in the, you know, your group, and you want to bring somebody up and, you know what I'm saying, introduce them sometime. Let them know, man. Let people know what y'all rocking that way, man. We'll keep it both ways sometime. That way we can have a better networking system, man, from Little Rock to El Dorado. You feel me? So
get it, bro.
Come down, man. Check me out, man. And I salute you out there with the barbecue business, man. You got any T-shirts, man? You got anything? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, man, anytime. It's much love always. You know, I had to put them out there. I don't want nobody to have no offense to what I said. I just had to ask a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was PML style. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So it will what it is, man. But man, you take care of, you know what I'm saying, man, and you know, like I said, man, it is what it is, man. You holler at Dixon and tell them come on down, man. Real, all of them, man. We can do grown man business these days. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is, man. But one love, man. Take care of the South Arkansas Trill Talk, Part 27. You tuned in, Mark El Cognito, as I think I said it right. It's gonna be. Take care, man. One.